Hi, I'm Shelly and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I want to talk a little bit about my evening skincare regimen. I want to share several things with you and several things I've found out or I've discovered along the way as far as skincare for mature skin. I know that there are so many things out there, so many brands, even individual brands that have so many choices that it can cause your head to spin as far as what to buy and what to use on your face to get the best results. I think that there are some great skincare lines out there, undoubtedly, and they offer a great product. However, some of them offer it at a really hefty price. And they do that because they're taking the work or the guesswork out of the whole process for you by providing a 1, 2, 3 solution. And for some people that works great. However, for me, I've found that when I use that type of product or that type of line, I never know what products or what ingredients I'm really using on my skin. Not only that, but I don't like to pay that hefty price. After doing some research, what I found is that there's only several different component elements, component serums, and items that you really need on your skin to promote collagen production, to help even out skin tone, and to allow you to maintain moisture and suppleness in your skin. And so what I've done is I've researched those and found those items for myself and then come up with my own routine to use just those items on my face. I hope you'll enjoy this video and you'll stay right to the end of the tutorial. At the end, I'll include a listing of the different products I've used down in the description. So let's get to it. Okay, here I am, fresh-faced and ready to start my night routine. Now, when we're talking about the night routine, the number one most important thing that I do is I wash my face every single day, every single night. I have talked to friends, I've had friends before that they're like, Shelly, I'm just so tired at night and I just don't want to wash my face. And I'm always like, wash your face. If that's the only thing you do, wash your face. Why is that? Well, it's simple. We're walking around every day and particles are floating around, and in the air and in these particles are free radicals. These are toxins in the air that whether they come from the sun, which we know the sun of course breaks down our face and causes wrinkles. They can come from exhaust, they can come from pollution, they can come from fluorescent lights. You'll get some. There's different toxins and different free radicals that are floating through the air all the time. And what we're doing is we're walking through those. So of course some of those are going to attach themselves to our face. So we got to make sure we get that off. They especially attach to our face when we have products or makeup on, because those are almost like a glue and they attach themselves to the materials in our makeup and our other products. So we want to get those off. Now what I like to do is I like to do my face washing in the shower. I make the most of my time. I have to take a shower. I'm in there, and so while I'm in there I always wash my face. I'm going to tell you about 2 products that I have here. Now when I mention my products, the things that I use in my normal routine, most of these I'm not tied to. I can tell you that I'm using them at this time and they work great, but for the most part I go for products that I find on sale. I'm big for Black Friday, and so I'm always looking, and Ulta and other department stores and other cosmetic chains will run great sales. I encourage you to look for those when the times come when they're running sales. But the only real products as far as skincare that I'm chained to are my serums, and I'll be sharing those, and those pretty much stay consistent. But when it comes to my cleansers or my moisturizers, those vary depending on what I have at the time. But right now what I'm using is I have a facial, Clinique facial soap, and this is just a real no-nonsense product. I like it a lot. It cleans my face. It makes my face really clean. And then I also vary it every now and then, every few days, with this micro delivery exfoliating facial wash by Philosophy, which I did pick up on a Black Friday sale from Ulta. I believe it was this last year. I like this because it does have the little beads and it helps to exfoliate dead skin. I choose these, and I like both of these because neither of these have any type of of thickness to them or any moisturizing elements, because I don't really want to moisturize my face in the cleaning process, because I'm going to follow up then with these serums, and I want the serums to penetrate well into my skin. So I want my skin clean and ready for the next step. Okay, the next thing I want to share is actually my very favorite item. I've been using it now for, I would say, probably 3 years, and it's something called Pixie Tonic. And they sell this at Target, and of course you can get it online on Amazon, and you can even get bigger bottles on Amazon, which are slightly cheaper. I'm actually using it in a travel bottle because I'd say the only thing that I don't like about it is that it doesn't travel well. Something about when you break the seal on that bottle, every time I travel I lose half the bottle. So I have gotten into a habit now, when I buy it, I go ahead and put it into a travel bottle that has a nice seal at the top, and that way I don't lose my product. I always start with this. So after the shower, I get out, get dried off, get my hair fixed, put a little something in that, and then I'm ready to start with the Pixie Tonic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically just wipe that across my face. Now you notice that when I'm wiping, I'm always going out and up, out and up, 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 across my forehead, out, out, out. I love this toner because it has glycolic acid in it, and so it does a great job of really taking the dullness out of my skin. I noticed almost immediately when I started using it that my skin was brighter. It had a glow to it, and I think you'll notice it. I've recommended this to friends before, and they noticed as well. Almost immediately, there's just a glow to their skin. My daughter uses it, and so I just use it all around. Use it down on my neck and my chest, and so that's pretty much it. Now, I'm going to be showing you all of my routine in succession today. But typically what I do is I don't do everything at one time. I'll wash my face in the shower and immediately put on the Pixie Tonic. And then I'll usually leave the bathroom and go do some things for a while and then come back. I like to do that because it allows each step in the process time to penetrate the skin, allows the skin to rest a little bit between, because this is glycolic acid, so it does have a little bit of an exfoliating. You can feel a slight, very slight tingle in the skin. Nothing too harsh, but there is a slight tingle. And so because of that, I generally like to vary it up a little bit and give some breaks. But tonight, I'm just going to go ahead and go from one to the next. So that's the first thing that I use. Second, what I use is, this is a vitamin C serum. It's from True Skin, and I buy this on Amazon. Now this vitamin C serum also has hyaluronic acid in it. Hyaluronic acid is a liquid that binds molecules, water molecules, to it. So therefore, when you wear it, I use hyaluronic acid in the morning, and then I'll use this vitamin C at night that also has hyaluronic, which is basically attracting moisture to my skin. Now vitamin C is great also, both to build collagen. It also is good when I'm talking about the free radicals, and it's just a great thing for your skin. So what I'm going to do is I usually use about a half of a dropper, not a huge amount, and I'm going to apply it to my skin. Now, I'm getting ready to do something that might be a little different for you. Is I use my time when I'm applying my makeup to also do some facial exercises. So I'm going to do them at the same time. And it's very cute. that. I do it because it helps to promote blood flow. You don't pat it hard. It's just a slight motion. Also what it does is it helps for the serum to penetrate into the skin. So as you're doing this, a light motion, a light patting motion, I'm doing this by just a slight drumming of my fingers against my skin. If you've ever had a facial, you'll notice that they often do this. It may not be so cute, but these exercises are great for the face. The first exercise I do really helps to drain fluid that likes to puddle up in our eyes. So this is stretching the eye area and helps that. It also, of course, all of these exercises are working to constrict the neck in different ways. The second one is a clown smile. That's also pulling. And the last is the lion face. And that's also, all of these as you do them, you will feel them pulling on the neck and constricting the face in some way or the other. So I like to do these every night while I'm doing my makeup, while I'm doing my regime. And generally there's nobody watching me, so I hope you were entertained as well as informed by that. The next stage and the next step I'd like to do is I like to use a peptide. Now, peptides are very, very beneficial for the skin as well. They also are helpful for the same purposes as I've also mentioned before, collagen production, as well as ridding the skin of any type of free radicals. And the one I like to use, I buy on Amazon. It's called Matrixyl 3000 Argireline, and this one also has some vitamin C in it, which I did put in vitamin C. So some of these products slightly overlap, but I like to use them and they each have their own function. But peptides are another very important part of any skincare regime or routine, especially for mature skin. Now, I bought this one on Amazon, and it is cheaper to buy the larger one. So what I did is I went to a health food store and bought an amber bottle. You want to make sure it's amber to keep the light from coming in and degrading the serum. But you're going to just put it in here, and because I do travel, I like to be able to drop this into my bag. So now, I'm just going to apply this to my face. It's real watery. It also does not have any type of sting. There's no sting. It's very easy. I do put this one on my eyes. And this time I'm going to press and pat in. So put it on, press, pat, press, pat. Go up from the cheekbone, pat, pat, press, pat. And during this time you can also do those funky facial exercises like I showed you before. I'll spare you the look of them again, but this is a great time to also do them. Anytime that you're adding any type of serum and you're patting, you want to allow it time to soak in, and that's when you can also do the exercises. It just saves your time and you don't have to do them later, because anytime you can do it now, then it's something you don't have to wait for later. Usually I have some that goes through my fingers, so I'll pull it down onto my hands, because of course the hands and the tops of the hands also need attention. And so usually if I have any extra residue when I'm doing things, I'll put it on my hands. Also with this, generally if I was in the bathroom and I had a little water, I would put a little teeny stream of water on because I can still feel it, mix it, and then I would have put it in my hands and on my chest. But since I don't have any water now, I'm not going to do that. Of course, I still can feel it slightly tacky, and you wouldn't want to add something to it, preferably until it has soaked in all the way. That's why I like to give time between my different steps. But since I'm doing this now, we're going to go ahead to the last step. Remember I said I am not tied to particular moisturizers. I like to use the best product I can for the least amount of money. Right now, today, just for our purposes, I'm going to use Hydrogenius. This is a L'Oreal product. Now, this is the last step in my night routine. I use a moisturizer and an eye cream. And those are both, of course, to moisturize my face for night, but also they are vehicles for me to add what is my last item, which is Retin-A. Now, Retin-A is a retinoid. It's a vitamin A derivative. I've been using Retin-A on my face for about 15 years. And what it does is it helps to produce collagen, and it helps to bind together the tissues in the face and to add plumpness to the face, to keep the face from breaking down. And there is a little difficulty, I'll say, procuring Retin-A in the United States. You can get it in the United States, but it's with a prescription, and then the price is pretty hefty. It is available in some other foreign countries. I know some people, friends that I have, they get it when they travel. They go on cruises and then they'll get it, or they get it from friends who may live overseas. Of course, I live in the Philippines, I live in Asia, so it's not hard for me to get this. So I've been using it for 15 years. If you cannot get this, it's okay. This is, as I said, it's from the retinoid family, and there are a lot of retinoids available on the market. In fact, I will research a few of those and put them in the description, along with all these other products in the description below for you to be able to look at later. But Retin-A, if you are starting it, now like I said, I've been using this for 15 years, so my face is well accustomed to it. But if you are starting it from the beginning, you're going to notice some peeling and some sensitivity, because this is a strong product. So if you are starting it for the first time, you will want to start out gradually. You will want to use possibly even every other day, every 2 days, whatever you think works for your skin. And then I like to, even me now, 15 years, I like to put it on after my moisturizer. So I'm going to put on moisturizer. And during moisturizer, I also use this as a time to massage my face. So make sure you get your neck. And when you put your moisturizer, I usually like to go up both sides. I also go up in the middle, circle out, up, circle out. Come from the bottom. Take 2 fingers, go across the bottom jawline. On the other side to help define the jawline. And then go around the mouth, around the nose. Around the mouth, around the nose, up and around the eye socket, and always out to the hairline. And then I usually catch the bottom of my ear. Okay, I'm going to also put some eye cream. As I said, I like to use things that I get, and this is a sample. This is from It, Confidence in a Cream, eye cream, and I do like it. And I'm going to tap the cream and gently above. Always be very gentle with the eye area. You don't want to pull or snag in this area. And then I'll do the other side. And then usually what I do is whatever cream I'm using on my eyes, I'm also going to use around my mouth, because the skin on the eye area as well as around the mouth is very, very thin. And so this is also good to use this product both places. And now I'm ready to do the last step in my routine, and that is to apply the retin-A. Now, retin-A does not take a lot. A little bit goes a long way. So you're only going to apply about a pea-size amount. Maybe even less if you're first starting. Like I said, it all depends on your skin, what you think you need. But for me, I've been doing it for a while. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply it to my face. I'm patting it on, a slight rub. Pat it around my neck area, around my ears. And then after I have patted it in well, then there's some residue on my hands. I will pat the more gentle skin around my eyes and my mouth. Again, remember, I've been using this for a decade and a half, so my skin is well accustomed to it. If you have not been doing it for a while, you may not want to apply any around your eye area until you feel like your skin has built up a resistance and it's stronger and can take it. And there you have it. That is my night routine. And I do this every night. I apply all these products, and I'm really happy with the results. I'm happy with where I am and what I'm doing. What I'll do is I will provide the names of all the products I used in the comments below. If you liked this, if you got value from it, like it or subscribe to my channel. Also, I would love to hear your comments. If you use any of these products, if you've discovered them already, let me know. I'd love to hear about it. And I'm so glad you came. May you go in peace and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.